It was 1 year later, March 2021, and we were working at a park outside. Now, this wasn't a city park because the city parks were still open, at your own risk. This was a park that was privately funded, so they could have special rules and restrictions. But March 2021, they decided, well, let's open up some of the pathways into the park so the public can come in and, get out, get to the park. And, myself and the crew that I was working with, we had been working there for the duration of the year, ever since the shutdown happened, March 2020, right before spring break, when all the beautiful flowers were blooming and nobody was there to see it but us. So 2021, okay, that's good. That's a step forward. That's another step forward. Now people can actually come from the community into the park. We were working together, but definitely by this time, masks, they were officially our work attire. And it wasn't just where I worked, it was everywhere. If you wanted to go anywhere, you had to wear a mask. You had to wear a mask. I remember one day, one of these pathways that was now open to the public, and it was me, and it was several other people on the crew, and we were laughing and having a good time and working together. And there was a group of walkers that came through, a group of ladies. This was in the morning. This park is located in a residential area of the city I live in, and so there's a lot of neighbors that come in to walk the park. And this group of ladies walks by, and like I said, myself and these other co-workers were laughing and having a good time, and we hear, "Where's your mask?" Looked over, and it was me. I didn't have my mask on. I had it down, because, we'd wear it down like it was like a scarf, or, just to get it out of the way, but it's still on your ears, so you could flip it up real quick. And I said, "Have a good day." And all the people I was working with, they all had their masks on. All the ladies that were walking through, they all had their masks on. But what a blow. Like, what a put down. Like, what a terrible human being I am. Where's your mask? You're outside in nature, but where's your mask? Don't you care about people? And since I've been talking about this recently, I was going through some photos today of back then, that time, 2020, 2021. Photos of when we were back to working together again as a team, with these rules, with, our masks. And the damn pictures, we all have masks on. You can't even see our smiling faces. There's this one where it's like 5, 6, 7 of us, and we've just helped plant this huge tree. And I know we're all smiling because I know we all felt good about it. I know we all had a good time. We are all happy to be there together doing it together. But you can't tell. It's just this. Another picture that I found was of me holding a cardinal, a male cardinal, a red cardinal, and it's about as close as I am to this camera. And I've got a mask on, holding this cardinal. And it's like, what a great juxtaposition. Like, what a great contradiction. What an absolutely absurd photograph. But it happened. And a lot of the reasons that we have those photos, or I have those photos, is because we are all afraid of getting caught not being seen wearing our masks. So a lot of these photos were shared through the department and through with other people. And I know I shared these kinds of things online, and there was this stigma of having to look a certain way, having to have that mask on. It seems so absolutely insane now to even look at those photos and think about that. And just the continued fear and the continued feeling of needing control, the feeling of needing safety. How many times were we told? I even have a picture of this, of a sticker at the grocery store. I'm standing in line. It says, we're all in this together, but as long as we stand 6 feet apart. How many times was it drilled in our head, we're all in this together? So, if you got a group of people that's all wearing the mask and you've got one person not wearing the mask, man, what is the collective going to think? What is the majority going to think? That person's not in it with us. Do you see this kind of paranoia that this all built into us? Lack of trust. Lack of trust. And look at where we are now, 5 years later. We don't trust anybody.